Good morning and welcome to day 6 of the 12K challenge, where I am using the information provided in my workshop to demonstrate how to use it and show you that we can use that to make 12K. So the goal of this challenge is to make $12,000, and what we're doing today is getting really deep into our offer and figuring out how to go. Now, hopefully we fixed up the sound problems that we experienced last week. I'd like to introduce to you my new friend. There he is. That's him. So thanks, Dean, for giving it the name the Mega 3000 Boominator, which I quite like. So today we're going to go deep into our offer. We're going to look at how we develop our language that matches our niche, because we've got to make sure that the language we use matches our niche. So you'll see we've got a new style stream format today, so I'm really excited to show that off. So let's get started. And here we are. Okay, actually, boom. So you're going to see that cool little transition. I spent Saturday learning how to use this software a wee bit better, so hopefully it's all good. And now I can see the live chat perfectly, so we've got that set up. And hello from Melbourne from Christine. Hello, Christine. Hello from Vietnam. So for those who don't know, I am in Da Nang, Vietnam. A beautiful place. Beautiful, gorgeous, miles upon miles of white sand lined with palm trees. A beautiful hot day. It's about 40 degrees here today. Really hot. We're getting into the hot part of summer, and it's hot and humid. But I have the aircon on. And thanks to the Boominator 3000, we won't have any, hopefully, too much bad sound. So Christine, let me know if you can hear us okay. And what we're going to do now is just review where we were and sort of just sort of carry on and figure out how we're going to get this all going. So when we finished last week, we had come up with, when we get there, we'd come up with a wee bit of an offer, and we still need to clarify it. We haven't developed our marketing language yet, which is what we're doing today. We figured out we're going to have a 6-week program, Coaching with Abundance, grow an abundant coaching practice that attracts the people you are called to help. This 6-week transformational program will give you the pillars you need to step courageously into the coach you're destined to be, attract your dream clients without having to learn marketing. So that's the sort of stuff we learned from our research, and now we're going to go deeper into the language. Okay, so that's the sort of the format we're going to be using in the offer we give to our clients, and we're going to be trying to get some client calls this week. I'm going to show you how to set up Calendly so you can book appointments easily for free. Great tool. And how to use, we're going to restructure our Facebook bio once we've got all our marketing sorted, and I'm going to show you how you can do that and tailor it to each group. There's this really cool setting in Facebook that not many people know about, so I can't wait to share that with you. And thanks for letting me know the sound is good. Yep, good investment. Finally, what a big change from last week to this week, and that, I guess, reinforces the importance of just getting started. I've never streamed before. I have no clue what I'm doing when it comes to streaming, but it didn't stop me from starting, whereas a lot of people will just throw that up as an excuse and just never get going. Okay, so whatever you do, just start. People have short memories. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes, but the biggest mistake you can make is not starting. Okay, we've got our water, and we are going to have a look. So what I'm going to do is we're going to create a new wee section here. New wee section. That's a Kiwiism again. We saw some Kiwiisms last week, didn't we? Actually, we'll put this on a new page. And what we're going to be doing is just sort of looking at the type of language, the words that people use, okay? So we're going to be flicking between screens a little bit, so so let's jump into Facebook in a moment, and I'm going to show you another tool you can use to help you with your language research, because you want to use language that your niche is comfortable with, that they use in their everyday life. You don't need to use big marketing speak, okay? So let's just get straight into the language. And we already know some of this, right? We know they like abundance and prosperity. They like impact, and we'll just put it here, impact driven. Okay, and if we just shoot up in our document, we're a wee bit over the place, we already had some language notes. So, they like practitioner. That's all we'd written. So we need to really develop the language. So what I do literally is this. I did this with one of my coaching clients yesterday. We went through while we were putting his offer together. And wow, what a powerful tool this is. We were able to get rid of all the marketing speak and develop an offer and a headline that really articulated what he did and will resonate very strongly with his audience. So I just make a list here of all the words. Just that's it. So what we can do is we can go over to our Facebook page. Now I've set up different scenes, so there'll be a wee bit of a translation. Oh look, there's a big notification. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so we're in a coaching group here, and all we're going to do is we're just going to go and look sort of what words we see our niche using, okay? And it doesn't matter what the post is, we just want to see what they're talking about. Does love belong in marketing? Well, that's probably going to give us some answers. So you'll see that, what are we doing? Oh no, more research. And I can tell you this without a shadow of doubt. The better you know your niche, the more money you will make. That simple. But of course, okay, curious to hear your thoughts on offering discounted rates. That might be quite interesting for other things. But we're just looking at language, relationships. Okay, we like the word relationship. So you're not going to see my notes here because I have to change scenes now, thanks to learning how to use software. Oh gosh. You're going to see all my reminders pop up. I've got my screen zoomed in so that you can see this nice and easily. Now this is going to give us our answers, right? What is your coaching superpower? Lots of engagement. What do you know? If you've watched The Value Proposition, me. People really like to talk about themselves. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. It's just human nature. When you pick up a photograph and you're in that photograph and it's a group photo, the first person you naturally look at is yourself. So we just got to understand that. Asking questions and boosting creativity. So let's write creativity. Okay, so we're just getting a list of words that we see quite that work with us. Imagine you're invisible. What would you do? Wait, thinking. And we're just looking for keywords. Not buzzwords per se, but words that we can use to be a wee bit clever and to really, okay, resilience. What is, let's see if this is our coach professional. Elizabeth is probably someone that would know this language well, so we're going to put down resilience. And this is a good resilience. Well, that's actually a really hard word to write when you have ILI. Okay, so, you want to do this no matter what niche you're in. So, Christine, I know you're watching. If you're in the cooking and you're helping young mums sort of put together, that kind of how to cook well on a budget, then find out what sort of language they're using in the groups that they're in and use their language, not your language. And I know that's a hard thing to do for us, but it works so much better. Listening. Okay, now we know a lot of this stuff. Okay, we're going to put heart-centered because we know that we've seen that a number of times in our earlier research. We probably could have been doing this as we started, but I wish I could say it's a perfectly straight line from starting to achieving, but we sort of are going a wee bit all over the place, which is fun. Helping people find joy again, okay, after struggling with depression and anxiety. We won't put joy down because we're not dealing in that market. Hearing what's not said, the body never lies, the mind is a con artist. Intuition, look, we're going to want to use the word intuition, okay? That is a very, very good word for us. Impactful, so we've talked about impact. We've already got it. There it is again. Conversational, I like conversation. So let's put conversational. Okay, this can take a wee bit, but it's really going to help us, as you'll see in the next thing that we do. Because by the end of today, we want to actually have our offer ready to put to market. And hopefully we're going to get some prospecting done today and start seeing if we can get some calls booked. But I'm going to show you how you can do that without destroying your personal profile. Because I know a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to use my Facebook profile. It's for my friends and family. I don't want to use it for business. Well, there is another way you can do it and get around that and still put your marketing message to the people that want to hear it. And it's a very powerful tool and very simple. So we're going to do that. Now this person, this is Kathy. Now I don't know Kathy, but I've seen a lot of her posts and 80% of them have been around how much she dislikes the 6 and 7 figure marketing speak, that I can scale you to 10K, and rightly so. That message has a major disconnect with this audience. So, here's what we call one of our heroes, one of the people that would be very strongly in our camp, because we don't subscribe to all that nonsense either. So somebody like Kathy, when we put a post out, will probably help us boost our engagement because we're resonating strongly. And really, because this is our market, it's really good to see innovative thinking, unique, we've seen creative. So let's just put innovative. Okay, you don't really see these words in marketing too often. Love and empathy. Well, let's put empathy. I'm not really going to use the word love, even though we've seen it a few times today. So maybe I'll have to add that one in. Profitable and predictable. Okay, so Philippe's an interesting character. He's very active in these groups, and we're going to try and have a chat with Philippe, not to try and bring him on as a client, but to find out what he's doing and get his feel for this community, just to get his perspective. We talked about his post last week where he was posting a lot of very good information, except for when it came to actually getting clients, it got a wee bit fuzzy. So it'd be really interesting to have a chat. So actually, why don't we do that? Are we a friend with this guy? Let's go add friend, and then we'll see if he is going to, if he does accept our request. We're going to have a chat with him, and we're not going to try and sell to him. I'm going to show you how to start cold conversations. Okay, empowering. Well, how do we not have that word already? Empower. That's a very common word we've seen, isn't it? I help women to feel amazing on camera and organically grow the business and generate more sales through short-form video content, and I write insanely amazing video content plans for people. Bit of a mouthful there, Laura, but very clear. You know exactly what she's doing. So, again, it doesn't matter so much about how you're saying. It does. It matters more what you're saying and how clear it is in terms of being understood, right? It's not about crafting the perfect sentences. It's about making sure the people you want to speak to can clearly and easily understand. And I'm going to show you our reading grade calculator today. We're going to throw some copy into that because we're going to start generating a wee bit of buzz. We're going to start being very active in these groups. And I'm looking forward to it. So there's intuition again. You need models and systems. Christopher, you are so right. Look, if systems, we'll talk about that a different time, but yeah. I'm a strategist that teaches parents of children with autism how to speak in evidence-based language to build self-worth, facilitate trauma healing. Okay, so this is somebody doing more counseling. We're not going into that, okay? So if we have to define our niche, we exclude counselors, right? We're not helping counselors. Even though they have the same problems, they just have a different language again. We're looking for life coaches, holistic energy coaches. One of my actually number one favorite client is this Little Crystal company in Utah, and I love working with them. They're on track to do something like $60,000 this month. We are maybe even more. We are seeing insane growth in their business, and they are just beautiful people. Her and her husband, they've got lots of kids, and they've just got this wonderful business, a wonderful tribe, and I enjoy every minute of it. So I know this market really well, and I've been working in this market a little bit on a different thing, that's e-commerce, but it's helped me sort of understand the empathy required, the language that we need. But we're going to go through this process and show you it more at a granular level. Okay, someone with a sense of humor, always good to be a bit different. Ideas and creativeness, fertility journey. I mean, you see some really interesting offers when you're looking, right? I mean, what a great business, right? Because big problem that this lady is solving. I'm not sure that it's probably more of a scientific reason, but cool business. Transformational life coach and certified hypnotherapist. Okay, I love the language. I love the fact that she's fixing a big problem, right? And she knows exactly who her market is. This is clever. I really like this. So well done, Sarah. Transformational, how do we not have that? We've used it, but we know our market loves those sort of words. Transformational. Now I realize you can't see what I'm typing here because when I change screens, I haven't quite learned that part yet, but let's just, boom. Okay, so here's the language that I've got so far, and we're just going to keep hunting. We're just going to keep getting this language. And Christine, great to see you've started that research. It is, like, I can't even emphasize how important it is. When you think about a market, right? So let's say we're coming into this coaching market. There are thousands of people trying to sell a similar product, trying to help them get clients, help them with their business, develop their systems and grow. You know, we know how to do it. We've got an authentic offer. We are good at what we do. But that's pointless if I can't communicate that clearly and effectively. And if I want an edge on my competitor, everyone says, well, how do I stand out in a crowded market? Well, you don't make more noise. You don't be really clever in your copy. You get to know your niche at a deep, deep level. So if your competition know them here and you know your market deeper and deeper, they're going to want to work with you 9 times out of 10 because you speak their language, you understand their hopes, their dreams, their desires, their way of thinking. And the deeper you know that, it just gives you a massive edge. So if you want to know how to get an edge in a market, that is how you get it. Okay, so back to our Facebook research. Now I noticed when I do my transition, the audio drops out a little bit. I did a test run on this to make sure it was going to work. So where are we? Okay, here we are. But anyway, cool offer there. Really like that. Following up, the Fortune Us is in the follow-up. Okay, so yeah, cliche, very much the sort of stuff you see repeated everywhere. That doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means it's not the right way of saying it. Either I will succeed or I will die trying. No bullshit, straight to the point approach to coaching. Okay, here we've got it. This is very masculine sort of language. Maybe not right in this market. And notice when you hover, you can't see what they do. We're going to fix that. So when people hover over your name like this or click on your profile, I'm going to show you how they can very quickly see what you do. And we'll do it without destroying our personal profile, as I said. For coaches with families, how did it affect family time? Okay, well, don't need that. We've all dealt with a prospect who chooses to stay miserable despite you having a clear solution for their problems with your offer. Why do you guys think that is? Okay, this guy I think reached out to me today. Is that one of them? Okay, no, this is not somebody I've talked to before. Someone who likes to be a wee bit polar. Okay, so polarization, meaning you go in and you be controversial. That's a great way to get attention, but you have to do it carefully, and you have to make sure that when you're polarizing, when you're being controversial, that you're on the side of the people that are in your market and that you have a common enemy, right? So my enemy that I'm going to be using in our offer is marketing people, right? How to do it without the unethical marketing sleaze, right? Because we know our market hates that. So that's how we can be a wee bit polar, and we're going to go and attack the 6 and 7 figure. I help you scale to 6 and 7 figures. It's absolutely nonsense. So we'll talk about that later. It's a wee bit more of a deeper strategy in terms of copywriting and marketing, the polarization. But this person is definitely being a wee bit polar. I don't care if you've had a vaccine, in his image. So, you know immediately this person's got some strong opinions and they're not afraid to share them. You got to be really careful how you carry your brand online, folks. the stuff that you think matters when it comes to, look, I'm only here to help you grow your business, not conduct your life. If you want to go have rants and go all in on a certain topic, that's your right, but understand it may impact your business, right? I'm just here to help you with your business. Most people are lying. We're just looking for language, so we want to, let's just scroll out of this post. Wow. Well, it definitely got some engagement, so it's important to note that. Paradigms, mindset, it's old language. Take responsibility. Why does it bother you? Yeah, so a wee bit controversial, wee bit polar. Just his communication style, perhaps something he can maybe work on, maybe increase his sort of business. But he's definitely getting some attention here. I don't intend to cause a ruckus. Okay, when you write big posts, little tip: use some enter key. Put some spaces between your sentences. Make it easy to read. Big blocks of text, subconsciously we just skip over it. I know I've said this before, but honestly, I can take a horse to water, but I can't make it drink. I can't wait. I can't want the result more than the prospect does. Very true. In order for them to want it, you need to drive the need for your product or service, draw out the gap. Very common marketing. Meet them where they are and lead them over the epiphany bridge. Okay, so this is Russell Brunson stuff here. This is ClickFunnels talk. Draw out the gap, and he talks about the gap. Okay, so interesting to see if what he's doing. Doesn't say. Okay, let's just get through that. What's your opinion on using a book to get high ticket clients? I wonder if people don't like the word high ticket. Let's just see if anybody has an issue with that. Even in our $1 million book launch, while he's a marketer. Chief Operating Officer at Strategic Alliance Live. Okay, interesting. Depends on how good the book is. Yeah, so lots of research, but we're just getting language. I'm not really seeing a whole lot here. We'll go into our other group after this post. Not really any backlash there. It's good. What keeps you up at night? Should I post in a group as my page or my profile? 100% your profile. 100%. No, not even close. I'm not even going to explain why. It's just 100%. People don't need more of your feel-good content. People need real talk. Okay, this is a guy I had a wee bit of a debate with, if you watch this thread, in a different group. And he's a 6-figure, 7-figure guy, and he's sitting there and he's saying all the right things that he's learned from a marketing book, but he's completely disconnected and he's getting all this backlash and he's just got the blinkers on. Just another, I learned marketing from a course or a book. Look, if you're going to learn marketing from someone, or if you're going to learn and get help or get a mentor or a coach, you want to have someone who's already succeeded and already been down the path you've been. No point getting someone who went and learned stuff from a course, right? And that's why we leverage our skills and expertise rather than try and just, it's just nonsense. Nonsense. Here's an interesting one. I'm creating my coaching offer for my one-on-one mindset. Okay, we haven't got mindset. Oh, where are we? I've got so many windows open. I'm going to have to get another monitor, but I want to be portable so I can move around. So we want to keep our stuff light. So let's have a wee look. So what's this question? Does anyone have advice or share some ideas as to what they do? I should create a low, middle, and high tier. No, you shouldn't, Carlos. Okay. So here's somebody who is exactly our market, right? So what we would normally do once we have our offer, we'd be in here and we'd be dropping a ton of value in here, giving him a really solid answer to this reply. Stacy talks about having one offer. Well, who's Stacy, buddy? Anyway, we're not here to break down all these comments. Hustle-free approach, kick-ass high-ticket offer. This is just... So this is when, if you get a wee bit crazy with your language and try and be too clever, you've got to be really good at copywriting to pull that off. That didn't quite pull that off. It's been edited a few times. I'd recommend focusing on a single core offer. always question what you're told. So you'll notice a lot of people don't understand the you are and your. If you want to say you are something, like you are a great person, you are is Y-O-U apostrophe R-E, your, right? Always question what you are told would be U-R-E. Anyway, one of my pet peeves, but I don't judge people for it. Just immediately for me, it lowers a wee bit of the, value that they're offering. Okay, we got some good words. We're not seeing anything too new, so we're going to go. Oh, here's Philippe. Is this going to be the same post? Right, okay, no. So transformation, really keen to have a chat to this guy. Really keen. Okay. I'm a customer journey and business clarity. We like the word clarity. Well, I think the other coaching group is going to have more of our people, and we're going to get more of that language, but we're just going to farm this group real quick. We're not going to do this for too much longer. We've got to get into our offer. Okay, so, gosh, there's some interesting questions in this group. We could be here all day. So easy to get lost in social media. So we're going to go to the virtual coach community because we really like this group. Here it is, 46,500 people. And we're just going to look for some language in here. Okay. Oh, and there it is. What's your take about the trending making of 6 to 7K per month as a coach? Gotta have a look at this, right? This is it. Look, you just got to learn your niche. So I don't understand the question. Per client, per month, per year? Right, it's not an exorbitant amount. I didn't know it was trending. Would love to make that. Interesting. I'm seeing 10K a month and more advertised, really less. Yeah, this 10K a month nonsense, we'll talk about that. And remember we talked about Kathy? Seems like they raise it every year. I remember it when it was 1K. Okay, very, very polar, very much in our camp. I don't understand the question. This is an interesting person as well. We've been chatting with. Focus on providing more value than what you can charge. Very good advice. We'll even give that a like. That's smart. What do you do, Douglas? 6-minute workday. Okay. I hate how they try and sell you that you can do this in 60 to 90 days. A real business takes time to develop and grow. It does. But getting it started, which is what we're doing and helping, can be achieved in 60 to 90 days. In fact, even quicker. Okay. So there's 2 phases to business. There's the getting started, building out your offer. Then there's putting in business systems and growing and scaling, right? But what we're doing is just getting our offer ready and validated. That's probably where so many of these so-called coaches learn this crap and use some of the internet marketers who like to use buzzwords and hype and the easy button, right? So we really Kathy is definitely vocal around this stuff, and I think rightly so, because it disconnects with this market, and she's a great example of that. I'm happy to grow slowly. Well, not everyone has the luxury of growing slowly. Some people have lost their jobs because of COVID. They've got bills to pay, and some of them need to go a wee bit faster, right? Corporate coaching does pay well. 100K a month is more what I see. Yeah, there's a lot of people offering that, but you can't go from 0 to 100 in your first month unless you're invested probably a lot of money in a system. I know people who are actually doing 2 to 3 to 400K a month. So I know this stuff is possible. Mindset. Okay, I think we've got enough of our language here. We're going to just keep having a look. Guidance. Okay, a lot of people know this stuff about solving problems. You won't make 7K if you don't think you can make 7K. Yeah, exactly. So Kathy, you did right. It's a deeper self-belief, right? If you don't believe you can make money online, then it doesn't matter what number you throw on it. Heck, I'd love to make 2,500. Look at this. These are our market, right? Independent health and fitness coach, right? This is our market. And here's all the people wanting to run in and help. I see a lot of how to make 6 and 7 figures. I lead with the heart, and I believe it will be, here is our language, folks. Okay, brand authentic, interesting. So don't really focus on that. Blessed with the part of abundance. I agree, but promises of making that much quickly and or easily sells. It does to a point, but not in this market. More people are interested in having that easy button than doing it the right way. Agreed. Okay, this is how we learn how our market thinks. In the conversations, we can see how they're thinking, right? Consistency and persistence don't sell as easy as overnight riches, yada, yada, yada. I've lost clients because I would rather go to the hype and dreams. Now, that's a bit of a red flag there, Kathy. If you're losing clients, then maybe we can find an ethical way to say the same thing or to make an offer so we're not losing those clients. You don't have to throw out the baby with the bathwater. Once you're clear on the transformation, vague, unclear results, what problem do you solve, specificity, I mean, that's all correct. Client enrollment coach, oh, I love this. This is a great niche. I wish I'd found this earlier. I'm going to show you my brand new offer today. I'm still building it. I was working on it over the weekend. It's not in this niche. It's my main business, but I'm quite excited about it. Right, so, but in my program, I only work with people who already have successful, right? And that's the thing. Getting from 0 to here, 0 to 10, is a lot harder than to go from 10 to 100, right? So to get somebody who's at 10 and take them to 100 is much, much easier than to get somebody who can't get clients and can't get their business working or is starting from 0. And a lot of these big name gurus and experts just don't go there because it's too hard, right? It's a slow process. So they tend to, a lot of these people who are starting out buy into this stuff and wonder why it doesn't work. Well, it's not for you to start out. It's for you to get once you've already got it working. So anyway, rent. Okay, we've probably got enough of our language here. So let's jump out of this and get stuck back into our offer. Okay, so back to our document. And it's disappeared. Well, that's not very good, is it? How about now? Is it back? Okay. Black screen of death. Right, so we've got some really nice words here. Abundance, prosperity, impact, impact-driven, impactful. Let's just write impactful there as well. Relationships, creativity, resilience, listening, heart-centered, intuition, conversational, innovative, empathy, empower, transformational, mindset, clarity. And then what you can do is, here's a really cool way when you can't really find it. I'm going to show you this one. So, now, did I get this set up right? So we're going to go and have a look at the screen. That's this one. Okay, whoops, you're looking at my new offer. Not meant to show you that yet. So we'll go to Google. I'm already in Google. What am I doing? Thesaurus. We're going to the thesaurus. So online, there's this wonderful thesaurus, okay? So it's called thesaurus.com. And here, you can put in exactly the words that you want. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go back to our documents over here. And we're going to take a few of these words. So let's take intuition. We'll copy that. And we'll head back over to our thesaurus. We'll post that in here. So I hope you're liking the new stream format. It's a wee bit cleaner. Hopefully the audio is so much cleaner. Okay, instinct, intuition, hunch, right? The red ones are the closest, and the orange, and as the colors lighten, they're getting further away from the true meaning, okay? So you want to stick in the red. Sometimes the orange can be all right. Okay, we're not seeing a whole lot of stuff there. So we're going to have a look at empathy, because that's a really cool word as well. So let's pop empathy in here and see what we come up with. Affinity, appreciation, compassion. So we haven't written compassion, so now we're learning more words. The words that are like it, compassion, insight. We like insight. We like sympathy. There's some really good words here. Warmth. Right, these we know this sort of language resonates, and while it might not be used a lot, it's the right language. We know it works, okay? And then we're getting a wee bit further away. A really cool tool here, you can then just go, well, I really like compassion, so let's just click on that, and now it's going to give us all the words for compassion. So there's empathy, grace, kindness, mercy, sympathy, tenderness. Okay, this is the language that works with our niche. So we're just going to take one of those, grace. We've seen grace before. We've seen it in one of our titles. So we'll have a look at that. Now we're going to have a look at, did we do intuition? I think we did intuition at the beginning. So let's have a look at abundance, okay? Or prosperity. And see if we can find some better words so we're not just using abundance and prosperity. Abundance, well, you know, incidentally, my book is called The Abundance Protocol, so it's so funny that I've come a full circle with this offer back to abundance. Good fortune, expansion, growth, inflation. This isn't really kind of what we're looking for, so we'll put abundance, affluence, bounty, myriad, plenty, prosperity. There is prosperity, for example. That's really it. So that's how you can go through and build up your language block so that you've got all the right words to use when you're crafting your message. So when will we use this language? Well, we're going to use it in, let's just get back over to our document. So we're going to use this language in our posts that we make on social media, in the conversations that we have with people. We want to use this kind of language. We need to tune our mind to speak this way. So you'll never hear me say to one of these people, I can help you make 10K a month. What I can say is, I can help you build an abundant coaching business, right? Very, very different language that kind of says the same thing. I can help you become successful and make money in your business, right? But I'm speaking it in a way that my market will want to connect with. So now we've got our language. Let's just drop down our all this, right? The reason I highlight this stuff is so it's easy to find. Just going to take this and we're going to drop it in and we're going to finalize our offer now. So this is where we're going to get into the nitty gritty, okay? So if we come back and have a wee look here, right? The transformation. Our offer has to clearly communicate one very important thing, right? Which is, where are they? Where do they want to be? And how do we move them from where they are to where they want to be? See, it sounds simple, but if you don't know where they are, research, and you don't know where they want to be, conversations with those people, it's very hard to draw a map. It's like kind of, imagine if you, I say, okay, go get in a plane and fly to some little island in the Pacific Ocean. But I'm not going to tell you where the plane is, and I'm not going to tell you where the island is. You're going to be a bit lost. And that's kind of like people are in their business. They're just so lost. They don't know where they're starting from. They don't know where they're going. The minute you have a map, the solution, the roadmap that we link where they are to where they want to be, so we know clearly where they are, we lay out a path to where they want to be, suddenly so much easier, right? So think of our offer as the Google Maps for business, right? We're giving them the Google Maps to help them overcome and break through and have that transformation. So where are they now? They're starting out, they have a calling, they feel driven, they feel motivated, they feel a very strong connection with people, but they're very lost, they're confused, they don't know where to start, they don't know how to get clients, they just know that they want to do this is something they love to do, but they don't have the business skills or the marketing ability to really go out and bring their calling to life, right? To start making that impact with more and more people. So they hate marketing and they're very suspicious because when you're starting out, that's natural. You don't know your market, you go into a new world, you're kind of looking around, right? And you're sort of like, oh, what's this? So you're very cautious. So we have to be very gentle in our language. Excuse me, too much sparkling water. Okay, where do they want to be? Well, this is easy. But they want to be helping people. They want to be making more money. They want to feel successful. And success is different from everyone. But ultimately, they want to have a prosperous coaching business. Well, what does a prosperous coaching business actually look like, right? So when you think about what that would involve, if we break down, get rid of all the nonsense, all the irrelevant stuff that we tend to fill into our businesses to make it feel like we're doing something, and we just look at the absolute cogs that make our business work. Well, we've got to have a program, a way of delivering our value to our people, right? So we've developed, for example, we're putting in a 6-week program to help our people in our niche, right? So our program, the Coaching with Abundance program, that we're going to call it, that is one of the cogs, right? So how you deliver your products and services, how do you deliver your value, how you help people, right? So for some, it'll be one-on-one coaching. For others, it might be some group coaching. And for others, it might be putting them into a program or whatever it is. You'll have your own one, okay? So that's one very important cog in your business. So let's make a note of that. So the important cogs in your business. One, your product and how you deliver it to your clients, right? But pretty pointless if you don't have one of the other cogs driving your business. Cogs, they work and they drive each other, so you move one and all the other ones spin around, right? So we're looking at the mechanics, the deep down inside, lifting the hood of a business. What are the critical components? We're not looking at the leather interior. We're not looking at the four-wheel drives or all the bells and whistles, which is what most marketing and business people do. We're looking at the engine, what makes this work. So you need to be able to get clients. So you need a method, a repeatable method, let's put it that way, right? Because you want consistency. So you want a repeatable method to get clients, okay? Now, you've got some admin stuff. That's invoicing, dealing with questions. So what else is there really when you think about your business? Then you've got invoicing, dealing with questions. You've also got your taxes and accounting stuff, which you can outsource. All good spelling. So really, what else do you need in your business? Okay, you need a repeatable method to get clients. You need a way to deliver your product to your clients. And you need to be able to handle the invoicing and stuff so you can get them to send money from their bank account to your bank account. And then the government wants you to make sure that it gets its cut from your hard work. So you have to do your taxes and accounting. What else is there really? When you boil all that other stuff away, if that's all you're doing, if that's your focus, then that's just three things. That's not as hard as you might think. Now, repeatable method to get clients is very high level, and we break that down. There's going to be lots of mini cogs within that big cog, okay? So we're going to need to be creating value-based content to attract people to us, because we're not really wanting to do outbound marketing. We want attraction marketing. We will show you both when we do this later in this challenge. So I hope this stuff is making sense. This is the sort of stuff I really, really enjoy. So a repeatable method to get clients, that's your you can just standardize that. And if once it's repeatable, you can get clients on demand, then that's solved. Your product and how you deliver it to clients, well, there's only one of you, so there's only so much of that you can do before you're gonna hit a ceiling of, I've only got so many hours in a day. So again, there's lots of little cogs we can put in there, automation cogs, outsourcing cogs, anything to lower the amount of input you need to generate that revenue. So if you can input this much time and you can get this much revenue, imagine if we could say, well, let's do that much time to get that much revenue. And then when you use that much time, then you're doubling your revenue. So we're gonna look at how, we wanna show people how they can minimize how much work they have to put in per client through outsourcing and automation while still delivering value. We call it a minimum. Well, Sam Ovens calls it a minimum viable offer. I call it something slightly different. Minimum input required. If you want to scale and get bigger, you don't want to hit a cap, right? So that's why a lot of people do courses. So you can get 1 million people into your course. It's set and forget. It's already done. You're just sitting there driving traffic to it, for example. That's why those people are able to make really big money. Now, we're not doing a course. We're not teaching you how to build a course. We're teaching you how to get clients, right? Because when you're starting out, no one's going to buy your course if you haven't already had some success. So this is the first step. This is how you get started in your business. So if we look at the admin stuff, just outsource as much of that as you can. Like we use Stripe. It's very easy to create an invoice. If it's a monthly invoice, I just put it on send every month. So it sends them an invoice every month if they're a monthly retainer client. And we have a few of those. And that's really all there is to it. All the other stuff doesn't matter. So if you're not working on these things in your business, it should just be these two things, you're probably working on the wrong things, okay? So when we think about what we're doing now, we're building our offer, we're understanding our niche, well, that's all to help us with this, right? To get that repeatable method to get clients. How? Well, by understanding who they are, by creating an offer that's appealing to them. And then what techniques can we use to put that offer in front of our niche so that we can regularly and predictably onboard clients. Hope that's making sense, because it's really, people love to overcomplicate it, but it really isn't that hard. So yeah. Anyway, so what are the results we're going to get? So we're looking at where they want to be. So what are the results we're going to get? Well, our offer needs to deal with these. These are the problems that we're solving. We've got to overcome the imposter syndrome, help them attract higher paying clients without saying that, remove the confusion, give them some clarity, confidence. Let's actually go and put confidence in here, into our language. Where did our language go? Down here. Confidence. Are we on the right screen? We are. So let's just lift this up now, because we've moved that down. Okay. Have a successful coaching business they can be proud of, a program that will allow them to be their authentic self. We haven't put authenticity down here. See all the words? So, whoops, where did our words go here? Do we have authenticity? Let's just throw it in here. And look, this is something you'll just grow over time. And when you're stuck for writing content, which is, some people get really stuck, just go to your language list. Oh, I could do one on sympathy. I could do one on intuition. I could do something about innovation. I could talk about authenticity, right? Immediately, there's a whole lot of ideas. Okay, so this is the language we're going to need to use. We know what our program is called. We've already named it, the Coaching with Abundance program. Is program the right word? We can agonize over that later. Grow. Is there a better word for grow? So what we do, now we're going to be going back to our thesaurus a lot. So let's go have a look at our thesaurus. And let's have a look at grow. Whoops. Increase, multiply, produce, raise, rise, spread, develop, expand, flourish. Flourish might be nice. Gain, increase, widen. So I think grow is probably the right word. Okay, so let's go back to our offer and work on that. Okay. Right, we're just over 45 minutes in, halfway through what I want to, the sort of length of stream I want to do today. So let me just put the eco setting on my aircon. Oops, wrong button. It's getting a bit cold in here. Oh gosh, I'm really pressing all the wrong buttons. It'd help if it was all in English. Okay, so we want to grow an abundant coaching practice that attracts the people you are called to help. I like that. This 6-week transformational program will give you the pillars you need to step courageously into the coach you're destined to be, attract your dream clients without having to learn marketing. That's what we're doing. So now we're going into hooks. Hooks and headlines. A hook and a headline. Man, do you know how much I charge to do this sort of coaching with people? And you're getting all this for free. I hope it is valuable. I really do. And it's funny because even if this is hugely successful, there's probably going to be a few hundred people over the course of this entire life, even years from now, that'll ever watch this, because you can give people all the information in the world, but most people just aren't out there hungry for this stuff. Which is why there's so much. Just look at that as an opportunity, right? So the hooks and headlines. What is a hook and a headline? So when we think about going fishing, I like to use this analogy because it's a very simple analogy. So when you're going fishing, you need a few things. You need a fishing rod. That's our offer, okay? So this is our fishing rod. The green, this is what we do. This is how we deliver value to our clients, right? We're going to help them expand on their calling, understand what makes them different. We look at their mindset and beliefs. It's quite intensive, right? We help them build a program or build out their offer. We look at attraction methods for getting clients, and we're going to show them how to sell without selling or using sleazy marketing tactics. And we're going to be doing that ourselves over the rest of this live stream during the week. So what are we today? It's my Tuesday morning, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're going to be prospecting. We're going to be showing you how to do this attraction marketing in a way that's going to get you a lot of interest, potentially even get you some clients. Hope I get some clients, or we're going to end in tears, right? So this is our fishing rod, but a fishing rod, if you've ever gone fishing and you throw a hook on and you don't put any bait on it, you're not going to catch many fish. Okay, so you need a fishing rod, you need bait, or a hook and a bait. Okay, this is what we're about to work on, the stuff that attracts the people to us, and then our offer is how we reel them in. Now, I don't want to make it sound like we're fishing in an unethical way. This is just an analogy to help you understand all the mechanics of our offer. So the fishing rod is how we deliver value and get our clients in. The hook is how we get them interested, how we get them started, how we connect with them, right? And it has to be juicy. It has to be something they like to eat, right? So we have to create content that they're gonna absolutely be drawn to. Attraction marketing, very exciting. So the hook and the headline is very important. The third thing you need is you have to know where the fish are. No point going and fishing in a field with no water, as I made a post a couple of months ago, right? No point going and fishing in a pond with no fish, and no point fishing somewhere where your market isn't, but all the wrong people are. They'll just eat you alive. You're just going to get nowhere. So we need an offer, we need a hook, a way to put that in front of people, and then we need we need to know where our fish are hanging out. Now for us, we already know that. Where are they hanging out? They're in these communities, these coaching communities online. What's our fishing rod? Well, here it is. So now what we want to do is create our bait, and this is where we're going to have a wee bit of fun, okay? So what makes a good hook? Okay, so when you think about a hook, right? So let me give you a really, let's think up a crazy example. Let's say you're starving and you haven't eaten for 3 days, and suddenly you see a sign, you're out in the desert, and you see a sign in the distance that says all you can eat buffet. Which direction are you going? Boing, right? When there's a problem and you see a solution, and that solution is marketed in a way that is going to attract you, you're going to move towards it. So a good hook must be short, must communicate. Let's talk about that in a minute. So a good hook is going to be short. It must be interesting to our niche. Think bait. Okay, not in a bad way. It's just got to be interesting to them. Okay, it must be relevant to what we do. Okay, really quite simple. Just good juicy bait. So we're going to write a headline to talk about our Coaching with Abundance program, because this is more of a long description. So we're looking at our short description. What are we going to, this is our bio, right? So the hook and headline must be able to fit in our Facebook bio. We're going to show you that shortly once we've got it made, because we're going to go and adapt all my profiles in these groups, which is why it has to be short, okay? And it must have a call to action, right? A way for them to know what to do. You know, the craziest thing, so many people forget this part. They give all the value and they say, this is all the stuff I can do, and they forget to say, now you need to do this. So for example, I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe if you haven't already, right? If you don't, people don't know that they have to actually do something. So they just sit there waiting to see what's next. And you're wondering why they're not engaging with you or are ready to do business with you. You got to ask. So you have to say, book a call with me, or have a free call, Calendly link, okay? Which we talked about last time. I think we did a wee bit of work on this. So let's have a wee look up. That's our program, the fundamentals of a good offer, formulate our offer, what our market likes. Okay, so much stuff that we've got here. But this is all leading to where we want to get to, right? Okay. Oh, here's some other language. Courageously. I really love that. Step courageously. It's going to resonate so beautifully. Okay. Right, let's just do a quick check and see if our stream health is okay. Excellent. No problems today. Look at that. Vietnam Internet is our friend. Why is that on mute? Okay, hopefully that is all working. Okay, anyway, moving along. Okay, so using our language up here, we now have to create a hook, a way that is going to make people want to see more, want to learn more. Okay, so it has to be focused on the problem they're having, which is not just getting clients, it's a deeper problem, right? It's how to do the business and marketing, right? So we don't just want to say get clients, because that's one of the outcomes, as is overcoming imposter syndrome, as is growing into your confidence. Oh, I like that. Grow into your confidence. This is just spitballing, okay? We're just going to write some stuff down, then we're going to refine it. Okay? Grow into your confidence. I like that. Let's just think of some other words we could use. Step courageously into your calling. So we could actually just use our title, Coaching with Abundance. Step courageously into your calling. I love that. We're going to want to know how many words we're using, because there's a word limit on our profile. So we just come up to our tools and we go word count, and that's 8 words. Okay, I could have counted that myself, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, just keep in mind, characters. There's a certain limit on characters, 100 and something characters, right? Not words. Okay, so we're at 60 characters. We're halfway there. Step courageously into your calling. So we could just say coach with abundance. Not sure. Step courageously into your calling. We want to talk about sort of the outcomes. So, we want to talk about confidence. Have we got confidence in our language? So let's highlight the words that we want to use. Confidence for sure is a good one. We'll use a different color. Let's use something over this side. We'll use that color. Okay, confidence. That's a terrible color. What am I thinking? Clarity might be a good word we can use. So this is where you got to use a wee bit of brain power, okay? You can't just whip this stuff out. Sometimes you need to just stop and think. Intuition is probably not right. Abundance, we definitely want to use abundance. If we can, we'll sneak in prosperity. We like prosperity. We like impactful. So these are the words I want to use in my hook. We could empower. Oh, that's good, isn't it? This is why this list is so powerful. Watch this. We like authenticity. These are big words. They're going to affect our reading grade calculator. They don't like big words, but empower. Okay, so empowering new coaches. To do what? Okay, so if we're just going to come back and have a look at the stuff that resonated most strongly, okay, price your coaching, honorable, inside out, finding clients who don't work with you, step courageously into coach you were born to be. Okay, I think we've covered that pretty well. Oh, this is actually, if you spend a whole day on your hook, this is the essential critical part, because you get this wrong, everything else doesn't matter as much. You get this right, those other things you can be a little bit easier on, right? This is first impressions. They say first impressions count. Well, this is going to be our first impression. If we're just writing little words that we're empowering new coaches, we don't have to say new. Some of them might have been at it a while and know that they need to adapt. Everything's going digital. And a lot of people that had traditional networking businesses, well, the networking's all fallen over. So, this is going to be quite interesting. So some of them may need to adapt to digital rather than just use the methods they were using. Change is the only constant, as they say. So we want to empower coaches. We want them to help them to grow into their confidence, step courageously into your calling, which is what we're doing, right? Attraction methods, or let's put attract the people you are called to help. Maybe it's a bit weak. Okay, so we're going to look at our strength of our statements, and we've got to upgrade it. We've got to make it more impactful. Can we put impactful in here? Attract the people you are called to help. Where can we put in? So what we're doing is we're giving them the business and marketing side of the equation, right? So if we come back to this here, right? I'm not helping them with their admin stuff. I'm helping them with this, right? Just 1 and 2. Mainly number 2, right? So this is our key, right? A repeatable method to get clients. Okay, so we want to talk about, you know, attracting the people you're called to help, attraction. So, you know, this is the sort of words we're going to use in our hook. It's got to be powerful. It's got to be succinct. It's got to be short. It's got to really make an impact. I only have 10 fingers. Yes. So best we only have 8 words maximum. I can use my toes if I need to. We can go to 20 words. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm trying to fill the noise here, but we need to just stop and think. And just imagine kind of how are we going to, what is just going to jump out and hit people, keeping in mind that we're solving a problem, okay? So remember, we're solving a client problem. So maybe this isn't quite right because we're helping them develop a program, or they may not even need that. So, but they do need a system to get clients, right? Attract. I don't like saying the people, right? What's another way of saying the people? So what I do when I don't like a word, I just put it in square brackets. Attract the people, which we've already got above. Sometimes it flows, sometimes this is easy, sometimes we get stuck. So I had a call with one of my coaching students yesterday where we were doing this exact process, and it took us an hour and a half, and at about probably 65, just after the first hour, we finally sort of cracked it, and then it all flowed beautifully. Okay, so let me just see what my notifications are. Nothing major. Okay. Goodness. So they lack confidence. That's the imposter syndrome that we're dealing with. Okay, so let's just make a note, imposter. Now, I think we did some work on this. So let's go up and see if we've already, if some of the previous work we did where we broke down this, okay? So mentor consulting, helping them build business models and systems and SOPs. They don't know how to get clients. So we use work. Okay, this is how I provide the solution. Suffer from imposter syndrome. They don't know how to price. Okay, so we want to talk about pricing without saying pricing. So that's abundance and prosperity. So we haven't used prosperity. Whoops. Confidence while growing, not building. Growing a prosperous coaching business. I think it's okay to say prosperous coaching business. I really like step courageously into your calling because it's going to resonate so strongly with our life coaches. So we're going to use this, okay? We're going to use these exact words. So I don't know how we're going to use them. Whoops, that wasn't what I wanted. I want to copy that. How can we use this? Step courageously into your calling. And we'll finish on that, and step courageously into your calling. I don't want a capital there, Google. I know it's the first word, but it won't be. Okay, and step courageously into your calling. Okay, that's how. So step courageously into your calling is about the confidence. It's about the imposter syndrome, which we know is a major objection and a major thing that holds back our market. So let's translate that and look at what you're doing, okay? Because you're going to be building your offer and it's not in this niche. So what I'm doing here is trying to figure out how I can very quickly sort of deal with the key issues that our people are having, our tribe, our niche, our market, our people, whatever you want to call them, tribe. But tribe probably won't work here. Community. We like the word community. Did we have community in our language? We missed that, right? So let's put community and we'd highlight that. So community, we could drop in here. So what you will be doing is doing this for your offer, okay? And it might be very, very different. So if you're a graphic designer, this isn't probably going to be the sort of language you're using, depending on who you're helping. If you're a copywriter and you're looking to help chiropractors, for example, this won't be what you're doing, right? So the process is the same, but the language you're using will be different. But this is how you break down and build your offer. You use your language, you understand the problems that you're solving, and you try and marry them all together, okay? So we can use the word empowerment. Well, we don't need grow into your confidence because this kind of does that. So we want to talk about getting clients, right? So we like attract. And what we're going to do, let's actually run over to our thesaurus and let's put attract and see what comes up. Appeal to, bring, captivate. Well, that's a nice word, but not right for this market, but nice word. Engage, entice, invite. Look at engage, we'll dive in. Employ, enlist, hire for a job, promise to marry, start a fight, occupy oneself. That's what we want. Arrest, catch, fascinate, immerse, participate, preoccupy, undertake. Okay, nothing really there. So attract is probably the best word that we can use. Okay, so attract. Now we've got to figure out how we say it to get clients. So we're going to be coaching with abundance. Let's see if it will fit. Coach with abundance. I could put a wee TM up there. Let me show you a real cool trick. I don't know if this is relevant, but I'm going to show you anyway. Head back over to Google, and there's a thing called alt codes for TM. Okay, so there's this little thing called alt code. So if you ever wonder how to get these symbols, see the copyright symbol, the registered trademark symbol, the trademark symbol. Well, we're not registered, so we're just going to use TM. Okay, and that's alt 0153. So when you hold the alt key, and while you're holding it, you press 0153 and release the alt key. This is what should happen. So let's go have a look. Just be careful using alt keys because some of the websites and social media platforms just put a square. So sometimes you'll see somebody in their writing and you'll see a square. The software didn't translate it. So alt, holding it, 0153, let go. And there we have our TM. Coach with abundance. Attract. Who? We don't want to say clients. Attract your dream clients without having to learn marketing. Well, we kind of had that. Anything in our language we can use. Attract. Gosh, this is you know, this is not 5-second sort of work, right? This takes a wee bit of thinking. Coach with abundance. Attract. Coach with abundance. Attract your ideal clients. We'll change and to and, just to cut down our letter count. Step courageously into your calling. I mean, I don't even know, how big is that? We're not going to overdo it. We can just sort of, we don't have to get it exactly right today. We're just going to be out testing, and we'll refine it down. We'll get it right, but we don't want it to be terrible. Okay, we've got 89 characters. We can still fit a Calendly link, I think. Coach with abundance. Attract your ideal clients and step courageously into your calling. Well, how else could we say that, I wonder? Coaching with abundance. Coach with abundance. So we've got this sort of abundance here. So we know it's about achieving, right? We want to say a way to get clients repeatedly, but we want to say your dream client, your ideal clients. I don't like ideal clients. It's just so weak. This is weak. I give that a 3 out of 10. This I give 10 out of 10. So, and step courageously into your calling. Or we could say, coach with abundance. Step courageously into your calling and attract So we could say attract people you're called to serve, but we've already talked about calling. So we're going to talk about clients. So and attract okay. I'm not saying this. I'm just writing it because that's the sort of, so when you get stuck, which we are, write down the concept. Get the concept you want out. Right? So I want to help them attract dream clients, attract people on repeat. Okay, so write something like that down and then just look at rewording it. Attract the people you can help. Attract the people you're called to help. Step courageously into your calling. Why don't we just say and attract clients without step courageously into your calling and easily attract your dream clients. Easily. Not sure easily. We don't want to make it sound like it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, but let's just go and put easily into our thesaurus. Whoops, we don't have our thesaurus. Let's go back to our thesaurus. Thesaurus is your friend when you're writing these things calmly, comfortably, freely, handily, quickly, readily, surely, well. Nothing really there. Effortlessly. Oh, that's a nice word, but it's too big. There's no reds for that one, so it's a difficult word. Easily. Interesting. Prosperously. With no trouble. Effectively, favorably, cozily, as planned. Smoothly. Not quite. Okay. Sometimes something jumps out and you're like, wow, that's exactly what we wanted. I mean, do we just say step courageously into your calling? With a proven system to get clients on demand. Coach with abundance. Step courageously into calling with a proven system to get clients on demand, to attract. So now with a proven system, this is where we're going to use our words again. Impactful. with a proven system, proven method. But then it downplays it. Do we want proven? Kind of, when somebody says, trust me, or this isn't spam, usually it's a pretty good indicator that A, you shouldn't trust them, and B, it is spam. So, we'll take out proven and we'll put something else with an impactful. No. So, back to our thesaurus. This is hard. This is hard work, folks. But, there's a reason why 90% of people don't succeed online, because they're not prepared to do the work and they're not prepared to get down to this level. It's really quite simple. You can't just think, I'm going to solve this problem, I'm going to do this, and then just rush out into the market. Some get it lucky, but the majority it's just not going to work. Convince, determine, explain, find, justify. Sustainable, I like sustainable. Substantiate. Authentic. Oh, we haven't used authentic. Oh, there we go. Authentic is the word we're looking for, folks. We got it. Okay, click. Something just clicked. But I can't figure out how to get back to the right screen. So let's hope it stays clicked while I do that. Okay, authentic. Authentic client attraction. Method. Oh, step courageously into a calling with an authentic client attraction method. Oh. Now, if it doesn't fit, we just drop this, right? So if we took out our title, does it still explain what it does? Step courageously into your calling with an authentic client attraction method. DM for details. Oh. Okay, all we're going to do is we're going to take our word method. We're close. We have almost got it. Okay, we got there. Okay, I just want to look at method, system, and we're going to see if we can find a better word for that will fit more with our market. And if we can't find it, we can go look and see what other people are saying. Making it practice. Does practice work? Attraction practice, no. Style, system. System I like. Program. Not quite. Approach. Well, let's look at approach. I like approach. Okay, if we don't use approach, method, let's look at system. System kind of sounds a wee bit markety, right? And we don't want it to sound markety. Structure, scheme. We're close, so let's look at scheme. Blueprint. Too markety. Game plan. Funny, I was in this exact page yesterday with my client. Program, project, proposal, strategy, not quite system, plan. So what is our, we haven't quite found it. Action, design. Okay, we might have to go and have a quick look on Facebook. I realize the live stream, what are we in now? We're an hour and a quarter in at least. So we don't want to be all day on this, but it takes as long as it takes, right? There's no point saying, well, I'm only going to spend this much time and then move on. You don't want to get stuck in this forever. If you get completely stuck in it, you're running and spinning your wheels, it means that you've probably just, you're sort of lacking clarity. And the funny thing about clarity is when we have these ideas, they're up here in the clouds, they're fuzzy. And when we don't have the level of clarity that we've now got with our new headline here, Coach with Abundance, step courageously into your calling with an authentic client attraction method. I love that. ACAM. We might just use method, or no, method. System sounds better, okay. But the thing is, when we have that clarity, it's much easier to write our value posts. It's going to be much easier to write our content. And the reason a lot of people just write all this fluff and they can't quite get to the core of it is because they don't have that internal clarity. So they're using all these words to try and get there, when in reality, we just want to be able to say it simply, easily, in a way that's engaging. Okay, I like this. We're going to go with system for now because we've used the TM. Okay, so that is big. that is what we're going to use. We're going to try it. We're going to try it on for size. So now I'm going to show you a really cool trick, and we're just going to do it in the virtual coaching community. And while we're going to be prospecting, we're going to start prospecting. This is exciting. We have nailed it. Oh, sorry, I'm very, very excited. Now, I don't know if this will all fit because we also want to put book a free call here, and then we're going to use a Calendly link. Okay, so let's go look at Calendly, okay? Because before we do anything, we need a way to be able to bring our clients in, okay? So this is probably the time to talk about that. So let's jump, oh, the black screen. How's that? Okay, so what we're going to do, calendly.com. Okay, I already have an account here, so I'm already set up. I have 3 calendars. Okay, so this is calendly.com. Let me put that in the group chat so that you can click on it if you want. Attract clients effortlessly. Oh, why don't I read chat? I do like effortlessly, but I don't like 4-syllable words. But you know, let's try that. We'll come back to this in a second. I just want to try that. Attract clients. Authentic client attraction system. Oh, Christine. Attract clients rather than effortlessly, authentically. Step courageous into calling and attract clients effortlessly. I want to really bring it back to the fact that this is a program. This is something that has a bit more value. Okay, interesting. Thank you for that suggestion. That's lovely. Simple, 3 words. Yeah, you're absolutely got it there. Okay, so let's jump into calendly.com. So you create an account. It's absolutely free. I have a paid account. It lets me do a few more things. You don't need that, okay? So I'm just going to log in, and you'll see what you come to when you first set up. I'm not going to show you how to set it up, but I'm going to put in, I already have a calendar. I'm just going to adjust what's written in it. So you see all the calendars that I have. This one is turned off at the moment, okay? This is my coaching with Stu Jordan. That is inactive, okay? I don't have it activated because it doesn't have the color strip. This is for my coaching clients to book. A 15-minute strategy call is for my digital marketing agency. The big free strategy call is for a different offer that I'm putting together, which I'm going to show you soon. So we're going to go with this one. I'm going to edit this one. And this is a really cool tool because you can just use a very short link, okay, for people to book. So what event is this? Let's just go edit that. We won't call it, we'll call it Coaching with Abundance, and we're going to use our alt, hold that down, 0153, Coaching with Abundance. Okay, it's going to be on Zoom. So I have this. Zoom is another great tool. That's how you can communicate with people through your webcam. And Zoom, when you have an account, which is also free, you can actually integrate the two. It's quite simple. Just search on Google how to integrate Zoom and whatnot. So what happens when somebody books, it creates the Zoom room for me all automatically. Beautiful software, right? It saves so much time. It's automated. I wake up and boom, there's calls in my calendar. It's an amazing thing. So your Zoom, it sends them all of that. I can send reminders, all automated. All I have to do is get on the call at the prescribed time and hope they show up. So write a summary that your invitee should know about the event. So this is a free call to find out if they're a good fit. And we want to use our language here because we want them to book. Find out how the Coaching with Abundance program can help you. And let's go back to our document and copy this. Head back to our Calendly. Here we go. Step courageously into calling with an authentic Find out how the Coaching with Abundance program can help you step courageously into calling with an authentic client. Step courageously into your calling. Let's just leave it there. This call will help you see. What else do we want to say? Free. It's not a consultation. We don't want to use strategy call. What could we use instead of that? Let's go and have a look at our language. So I want to say, it's a free call. It's a free. We could use the word warmth, light, make it easy. Okay. Oh, this is fun. We are writing this in. Did that come up? Okay, so free call. Free, it's a discovery call. What would they use it? A free consultation. I don't want consultation. A free session. Find out if the Coaching with Abundance program can help you step courageously into your calling and attract your dream clients and effortlessly. We're going to use your word, Christine. We're going to pop it in here because I like it. And effortlessly attract your dream clients. That should get them onto a call. Okay. What's the link? Well, at the moment it's on my Red J Digital, which is my business, which is going to be a problem. So they're going to see that I have a digital marketing agency if they go to the Red J Digital, which is that. And what we're going to put here is coaching with abundance. Okay, now the link is going to be really long. I'm going to show you how you can shorten the link as well. So we're just going to, what color do we want this? Let's go pink. I like pink. Okay, so this will be our pink calendar, save and close. So now we have our event. When can people book this event? You know, you got to learn how to do this. You only have to do it once. It takes a wee bit of time. So invitees can schedule 60 days into the future? Absolutely not. So what we want to do here is go 3 days or 4 days only into the future, okay? So that way it forces them into a call while it's still warm in their mind. You don't want to wait 2 weeks and they forget what the heck it was and they've moved on, something has changed, they found something else. So you want to get them to take action as soon as possible. So I always just let them book 3 days and that's it, okay? Within a date range and definitely into the future. Duration, we'll make it a 30-minute call. I'm going to use my existing schedule, which is fine. So that's when people can book and it'll block out. It works with all my other calendars. It's integrated with my Outlook calendar. So if I book a meeting there, it will block it out on Calendly. But I'm going to have an additional rule. Invitees cannot schedule within, I'm going to go 1 day. Okay, this is important. Whoops, 1 day, please. Oh gosh. Okay, the importance of this is in the advanced bit. You must set this. Otherwise, people could book a call, and if it's not set, it could be an hour from now, and you might be planning to go to the grocery store, or you might have something else on, or you might have an appointment you haven't put in your calendar. So I like to have a 1 day gap. That I don't want to have them booking on today because I already know what I have planned for today. Okay. Now, interestingly, if somebody books a call during our live streaming sessions, which is open, I might have to block those out. So I'll do that I'll do that off screen. Make it a secret event. Only invitees who have this Calendly link can schedule with you. So I can hide all my other ones. Interesting. They shouldn't get to there. Should we keep it? We don't need to make it secret. Okay. It's just a wee bit different from my other stuff. What do you want to add time before or after your events? No. Do you want to buffer time? No. 30 minutes. If we have another call, then they'll come into the waiting room. I'll just have to end it. This is a very short sales discovery call where we're going to do a pitch. But what we might do is just put, yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Okay. So we are set up. Let's go 4 days into the future. Because we blocked out that first day. We don't want to just force them into 2 days. We will save and close. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, invitee questions. So we can even ask them questions. We want their name, their email. Please share anything that will help prepare for our meeting. Okay. including, please share what your coaching, what your calling is, and how long you have been coaching. So I am, okay, I will just tell them what to do. And we're going to make it required. Yes. They can do multiple lines, radio buttons, check boxes. You can put all sorts of cool questions here. And you can add questions, so you can do some qualification. Now I use Typeform. We're not going to do that for this. It's a wee bit complicated, but Typeform you can actually have, which is also free. You can also integrate with Calendly, and you can send them to a Typeform which qualifies them. So you can ask a whole lot of questions, and if they meet your criteria, they get a booking. If not, you can send them to something else. So I use that for a couple of things, but it's good enough. Okay, so that's really what we want. Okay, so we'll save and close. Now we're going to go to the notifications and cancellation policy. Your invitee, so email confirmations, your invitee will receive. Now if you're doing this and you're watching it live, once the live stream is up and finished, you'll be able to go back and rewatch this and just scroll all the way back through to about an hour and a half in if you want to come back and when you're building your Calendly and you want to remember how to do this. So you can go back and watch the live stream day 6. So we can personalize our confirmed event name, Coaching with Abundance with Stu Jordan on this date. That's fine. Hi, your name is scheduled. Okay, that's fine. So we're happy with that. I don't want to change it. I keep this stuff simple. Email notifications will be sent if you cancel the event, because sometimes things happen. Email reminders. This is really important. An invitee will receive a reminder email before a scheduled event. Turn that on, go to personalize, and just what you want to do is the timing. I want one 24 hours before, and we're going to add one more reminder, which is minutes, 15 minutes before. Okay, so they're going to get 2 email reminders, one a day beforehand, right? They can only book an hour. So what if they book 24 hours? So let's just put, if they book at 7 in the morning, we don't want it coming through too early. If they book at 7 at night, we don't want to come through at 1 in the morning in case it wakes them up. So we're just going to go, well, let's just go 18 hours, okay? And that's all we need. We're not going to worry about text reminders and all of this stuff and follow-ups. We're keeping it simple. This is just to get us on calls with people, and we're going to try and use those calls to help generate some business. And, the way I do business, we'll talk about when we're prospecting is win-win, the value-based approach. I'm not here to take their money and not give them something more valuable in return. If I can help them get, say, 5 clients in a month or 2 months, let's say over 2 months, we build an offer and we get them 5 clients, and their average client value is worth just $1,000 a month, and their average customer stays on with them for 3 months. So one customer is $3,000 over 3 months, they get 5. I can help them create $15,000 in revenue, and I can, and I do. That's what I'm good at. That's why we're using my skills and expertise in our offer, folks. And if I can help them make $15,000, is it reasonable for me to charge them $2,000 to $3,000 for this? Now, we haven't done pricing. We're going to do that tomorrow. But yeah, interesting, right? Interesting questions. But anyway, our event type is now on. We're going to switch it on up here. We're going to go back to home. And there's our calendar. Coaching with Abundance, 30 minutes, one-on-one, view booking page. This is a discovery call. You can copy the link here, which I'm going to do. We'll use that in a moment. I don't want it right this minute, but copy that. Availability, click up here, and you can set the times that you are available, okay? So you can set your weekly hours. I just have it from 9 till, well, that's not right, is it? That is not right. So, doesn't matter. I have a schedule. I'll show you in my main calendar. So what you can do is go into your calendar here. Okay, so you go into your settings, go to edit, and what you can do, which we skipped over, set custom hours. So if you were to click here, you can now go and click. So let's say we go, okay, we're going to click into Monday. We can't do the old ones, of course. So let's say, okay, we can only book these days. So we're going to click this. We're going to edit all Wednesdays. And then you can go and put in all the times that you're available. Okay, so you might be happy to work from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. But maybe you want lunch, so you might make that to 12, and so on and so on. Okay, so you can go and set all that, apply, and that will relate only to this calendar. Okay, now at the moment, my hours are set wrong, but I'm using my existing schedule that says that's what it is, but I don't think that's right. Date overrides. I might have to go and figure that out. So let's set the custom hours now. I can do that offline. We don't want to waste your time doing that. Okay, so we have our calendar. We didn't make any changes. Okay, so people can now book. Not ideal at the moment because people in the US, that's their midnight till 9 p.m., 8 p.m. right through to 3 in the morning. So I'm going to have to put some hours that suit my American people. I'll do that offline. You set your own schedule. But I want to show you how to shorten your link, okay? So you're going to go to this website called Bitly. Here, Bitly is a good one. It's a URL shortener, bitly.com, okay? And we're going to put our coaching link in here. Oh, free again. Isn't it amazing, all these wonderful tools? I don't upgrade your links. What? I want the free stuff. Give me the free stuff. I don't want a plan. Let's just go back to the home page and... Oh, they've made this hard. This never used to be... Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm going to say, gosh, we're a bit silly, aren't we? Okay, we put our big link in here. Hit shorten. And we now have this cool link. So if we take this and we copy that, watch what happens when we put it in. Okay, so you'll see what our customers see. They put this, they click this link. They're going to get taken to... That's working well, isn't it? Connecting. Oh, don't tell me internet died. Stream is healthy. Good. Okay, we're an hour and 38 minutes in. Okay, so it took a wee bit of time, but there it is. Coaching with Abundance. Free session. Find out if the Coaching with Abundance program can help you step courageously into your calling and effortlessly attract your dream clients. Find out how. That should be find out how, not if. We know it will. So we'll edit that. Just fix that. That was a wee bit bad. And find out how. The Coaching with Abundance program can help you find out how Coaching with Abundance, take out the word program, can help you step courageously into your calling while effortlessly attracting your dream clients. Okay, better. And thank you again, Christine, for that cool word. I hope there's some real value here. Okay, so we have our Calendly link. We've got the short link copied onto my clipboard, so here it is. So now we're going to go back to our document. Here we are. And we're going to... Oh, where did we go? Okay, how many letters do we have? Probably too many. We've got 149. I think it's 150 in the groups. Okay, so let's copy this. And I'm going to show you this really cool feature. And that'll be it for today, maybe. And tomorrow we're going to go prospecting. Okay, so we're going to come back to our Facebook page. And what you can do here in the virtual coaching community, so let's scroll all the way to the top. Now, here we are, okay? And we've got a little, can you see that here? You can't. Let me just zoom that out a bit so we can see it. Okay, so now you can see the whole page. Let's zoom one more in. I've just had it zoomed in a bit big. Okay, that's not quite right. Let's just zoom one out again. Okay, so you can go here, not here, here, click on your own name, click to edit profile. Oh, have they changed it? Well, let's just put it in. 101 characters. No good. We're too big. Okay, so we've got 101 characters. Gosh, I thought this... They changed stuff so much, right? So, let's just go back to Google. Maybe I just can't remember where to do it, but it is possible. Trust me, I've done it on many. How to change profile for Facebook groups. Nope. How do I change my group? Yeah, not many people know this. I don't want to watch the video. This is how to create groups. How to edit your profile inside a Facebook group. Oh, that's good spelling. Gosh, Stu, learn how to type. Okay. No, see, the problem is search engines are not perfect because I don't have the Facebook group. I want to do my personal profile. How to edit your personal profile inside a Facebook group. They update all the time and they roll features in and they roll features out. I have changed my features and groups so many times. Let's just go back and see if we can figure it out. Otherwise, we're just get to the right one. Boom, boom. You don't like the boom crossover. Oh, why not? What don't you like about it? I can change that. I'm just learning, so we'll update it. We'll make it a bit friendlier. I can have anything there. I'll get a logo made maybe, but yeah, fun that I can do it, right? Okay. I blame Dean because he gave me the idea for the Boominator 3000, so the thing. Okay, so if we look at this without the coaching with abundance, which is fine, that will count that space. Hopefully we're under 101. 125. So this is going to be too big. Just take that out. Maybe we just send them straight to the calendar. Curiosity works. What does that give us? How much room do we have? You got to work, that's oh, we're one over. We're one over. So we're just going to drop a space there. Oh, no. We're there. Step courageously into your calling with an authentic client attraction system. So we can go 1, 2. Still going to be one too many. One too many. Wow. Okay, let's figure out how to do it first. So, I'm in the wrong screen. Sorry, folks, you missed all of that. Anyway, let's go back to our Facebook page, which is where you are. It interrupts the flow. Yeah, it makes the audio dip, right? I can put a simple transition. Just gives me time to flick between screens while it's transiting. That's the real reason for it. Okay, so there is a way in here to change my profile. Or they've got rid of it. Gosh, I hope not, because it's so powerful. More. "101 characters. Let's just try it. Oh, coach with abundance. Well, we're getting rid of the coaching with abundance because we've got to lose 48 characters. Step courageously into your calling with an authentic client attraction. SYSTEM MEFTHOD. Same. Book a free call here. Ooh. Can we just do that? Step courageously into calling with an authentic client attraction system. Well, let's just say save and see what it says. Skip. Okay, there's the link. In fact, we can get rid of that. Oh, we lose it. Okay. Maybe I have to do it on mobile. Maybe it's a mobile setting. I'll have a play. So now, is that affected my personal profile? Let's have a look. Yes. Okay. Oh, well, looks like we're going to just use the personal profile, and my other business can go on hold while we do this. Okay. It'll do. Can I edit it here? That's better. So let's just take that out and put a space. We don't want to share that. Okay, so I will figure that out. I will let you know if I do figure it out, okay, how to get there. But what we have today has, this is beautiful. We have got ourselves our hook, okay? So our hook or headline, is it short? Just. Is it interesting to our niche? I think so. Does it use their language? I think so. Is it relevant to what we do? 100%. Does it fit in our Facebook bio? Yeah, close. Must have a call to action, a way for them to know what to do. Well, we've got a link, so hopefully they'll click it. And whatnot. So this is our offer. This is our, whoops. Okay, so our next steps. Okay. Prospecting. How we can go and test, validate whether coaches, our niche, are interested in what what we are offering. Will our offer work, or is it going to end in tears? That's the $10 question. So this has been quite a long stream. We haven't got into our prospecting today, but that doesn't bother me because we have got ourselves an absolutely wonderful name. We've got a really cool thing. So while it doesn't say Coach with Abundance in our profile, when they click the link, it's going to come up with the Coaching with Abundance TM, which is lovely. Step courageously into your calling with an authentic client attraction system. I'm going to figure out why they've changed the group settings. I know I have personalized, I did have personalized. It may just be a mobile setting only. So I'll play around with my mobile phone and I'll see if I can update that. And if I do, I'll tell you in the stream tomorrow exactly how to upgrade your profile within groups. It's something I have been doing. It's worked really well. I have a different profile. So if you've ever noticed, you click on somebody's profile on mobile and it goes view main profile, that takes you to their main profile, which means that the profile you're seeing is specific to that group and you can edit that, but it must only be on our mobile version because Facebook are driving all their traffic that way. So we have achieved something very, very wonderful today. So let's recap. We went and we understood our language and we used that language. We created a language block, which I recommend you all do, to then make sure we're using the right language Now, and used that to create our hook and headline. And we're taking our offer, what we're doing. Now, we don't have a website yet, so we don't need to worry about all of this. This is for our benefit. This is for us to know what our product is and for us to communicate that in a call. Now, people might want more information, so you might have to create a PDF. You might have to put a one-pager together. So we may do that on live stream on Canva. I'll show you how to do it quickly, easily, and once again, for free, which is the most important stuff. So you can create a PDF that you can send to people with all your information, links to your calendar. Why not? It's free and it's easy. So I'm going to actually add this to the workshop as well as to the live stream. So I think that is enough for today. We have done some great work. So thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. It's good to have a couple of people watching while I stream this, but remember, this is just to prove that the stuff in the workshop works. And now tomorrow we're going prospecting. We're going to show you how to use a value-based approach, or the value proposition as it's called in the workshop, which is module 3. We're going to show you exactly how to use that to go and get clients. So we're going prospecting. We're going to use the attraction method rather than the cold method, and we're going to see if we can get people come to us, because they're the hottest, warmest leads you can get organically. We're doing it all for nothing. So everything we've done up to now requires $0, just a lot of your time, energy, and following a specific process to get to the point where we now have an offer we know is going to resonate with our market and our niche. We know which problem we're solving. It's so much clarity here. It's going to make the rest of what we do so much easier. We're not going to be sitting there going, oh, what do we do next? So it's going to be much easier. So thanks for tuning in. I will see you tomorrow. That's it for today. And we'll be back at the same time tomorrow